Let's take a look at where things stand right now. Brady, Quinn, Danny, Kanell. Last week, you guys all tied up. Yeah. If I'm not mistaken, Danny, you flipped a little bit. 6-8. You're over here shaking your head. Brady, 8-6. How do you feel, DK?
I feel good. I'm just like, you just position yourselves, you know, like Tiger Woods used to say, you just want to have a chance to win on Sunday. It's still early. We're not even to the weekend yet of a 4-round major. So I'm sitting just where I need to be.
Sorry, guys. I'm trying to cool myself off. I feel like I'm starting to get hot. I feel like I'm starting to get hot right now. So I need to cool myself off before this week before I really start turning it on. Sorry.
A come from behind win as of right now for Brady, Quinn. All right, guys, let's get into this week's picks. See if maybe you can make up a little ground here, down 2. So we have Ole Miss at LSU, the SEC on CBS. Ole Miss 7-0 on top of the SEC West now with Alabama losing. It would be their first 8-0 start in 60 years, but it is LSU favored in this one by 1.5. The total 66 and a hook. Brady, Quinn, you got the hot start last week. We'll start with you.
Yeah, I think this spread has everything to do with 2 things. One, it's a tough place to play there in Tiger Stadium. Even though Tennessee went in and just beat the crap out of LSU a couple of weeks ago. So I don't know that Ole Miss is overly fearful or worried about the history like that montage we just saw a couple minutes ago. But to me, I think the other thing is Jaden Daniels. He's really improved his play as a passer. We knew when he got to LSU what he was capable of as a runner, but I think the past 2 weeks you've seen it. He's completing over 70% of his passes. He's thrown 4 touchdown passes to only 1 interception, and he still obviously has that running ability, but they're opening up the playbook for him. I mean, he's averaging 38 attempts, which is above his average per season. So I think that's the reason for the spread. But for me, I mean, look, Ole Miss is going to be tough to stop. You know, you look at the rushing attack, they're number 1 in the SEC with Quinn Judkins and Zach Evans. Jackson's dart has showcased the ability to run the football as well, but also their passing game has come along. So I look at this matchup and say, if you're going to go ahead and give me a 1.5, I'll gladly take it. So call me a fish because it looks odd to me, but I'm on the Rebels here.
It does look a little fishy. So you've got a team that is ranked number 7 in the country as a 1.5-point underdog versus a team that isn't even ranked in LSU. They are begging you to take that hook, line, and sinker. Who do I trust more? Do I trust the AP voters who have Ole Miss at 7, or do I trust the odds makers? Give me the odds makers every single time. I'll lay the 1.5 with LSU. Coming off now, LSU, I think the last couple weeks have kind of been capped. Like, college football has been tough to handicap this year because it's like, how much do we know about some of these teams? LSU just got boat raced at home by Tennessee. Then they go to Florida and they have a really impressive win of this, maybe one of their better wins of the season on the road in Gainesville. I think that the loss to Tennessee was more about Tennessee. I think Tennessee is, as we just saw against Alabama, one of the top teams in the country. And I think LSU is still figuring out their way. I think they got jumped a little bit by surprise, went down early in that game. Jaden Daniels bounced back with a nice performance. And Brady brought some great points about Judkins as a freshman is leading that way. And Ole Miss is doing it kind of different than they have in years past, running the football with some pretty good defense. But I do think LSU playing at home gets the most of a Mississippi team that I'm not sure what they are yet. I don't know if they're as good as their ranking says they are, so I'm going to make them prove it to me first. So give me LSU.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis. No yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.